So I just press go live. All right, dope, man. Welcome everybody to We Teach AI Designs. I am here with
This is Mike.
this
Good morning.
for sure, man. So, Mike, man, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. What brings us here today?
Well, Leon, thank you for asking that question. I'm a creative. I've been in the creative field for about 10 years. I started a
Mhm.
brand about a decade ago. It was called Six Wolves. What I was doing was branding and marketing design
Mhm.
for people who had ideas but just lacked the skill set to bring it to life. I stepped away from that recently and started focusing more on my art. Art has always been a love of mine since I was in college. I didn't grow up doing art. That's the funny part. But I got into Photoshop. Long story short, learned about digital art, and then it became something that I wanted to pursue.
Mhm.
So I've been focusing more on that. I also, when AI art started, climbing and becoming more mainstream, I love the idea, like we were talking about, of what's happening in the creative communities. Now it's the possibilities of everyone being able to put out content and utilize their creativity is
Yeah.
revolutionary to me. So when I saw that you were offering tutorials, I was like, I need to go ahead and get on, you know.
Definitely.
I see a lot of your work. I think your work is absolutely amazing. So I'm looking forward to creating content that's on par. So
Yeah. That's dope, man. And what's so cool about just even just your compliment, I
mhm,
know people that are in this space, in this digital
mhm,
art space that come from a digital art background that,
mhm,
however you think my concept of art is dope or whatever, you having that digital art background, you
mhm,
guys are making stuff that's like 100 times better because there's a
mhm.
certain psychology and that goes behind digital art that you
Right.
guys come with that we're not even there yet. The people that's just
Yeah.
putting in prompts, like like for instance, there's certain photography, prompts you could put in. You could put in 50 millimeter lens. You could put in 24 by 70. You could
Mhm,
adjust the shallow, the depth of field. Now, a person
mhm.
that's not coming from a photographer background is not coming in with that psychology. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying, as the
Yeah,
person,
of
so
course.
it's just dope, man. It's just a dope space.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the part that's most exciting. Like I can
Yeah.
apply color theory, I can use traditional skill sets. You mentioned psychology, and I can use traditional psychology into this space. And the best part about it that I'm liking is I don't have to do a whole lot of work.
Yeah.
So I'm cranking out ideas in such a short amount of time. Not that it's about that, but that's just like the cherry on top.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
And it helps you like your time, you get
mhm,
your time back. You could create so
right.
much more things in an hour time span or 30-minute time span. And I think what a lot of people are doing it for entertainment and stuff like that. They're like, oh
Mhm.
man, I'm able to see what I could create. But taking it this step and okay, how do I apply this in terms of printing? How do I
Right.
get it to, how do I scale it up to 300 DPI? How do I fine tune things and Photoshop and Lightroom and then be able to create a marketing plan for it on Shopify. It's so
Right.
many different levels to it. That's why I feel like
Mhm.
it's endless.
It's way better, and I enjoy doing digital art, don't get me wrong. I also neglected to mention that I live stream on Twitch, doing my work. I invite people into the creative process, so it's a very tedious process. I'm only streaming for an hour, and within that hour, I may have layered, like, you know, one side light, the other side dark, so it saves so much time and
Yeah,
energy, right?
yeah.
To get these ideas out. So I think it's great, man. And I really appreciate what it is you're doing. I'm very excited for your growth. It's so cool
Appreciate it.
watching watching how fast has picked up for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what
Mhm,
I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to be an example so that way other people can tap in and be like, yo, man, if he able to do it, then I can do it. You know what I mean? Because I've seen
absolutely.
situations where other people did stuff. I was like, yo, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? If I had that
Mhm,
that path or whatever, I could do it. So All
Yeah.
right, cool. So let's get into the tutorial. Let's where are you as far as like your access? Do you currently have Midjourney? Have you looked around in it, played
So
around?
I probably won't do the full subscription till later.
Okay.
Um, but right now I think I've got the trial going. Yeah, I'm in the
Okay.
Discord. I looked at the getting started, and it says once your trial has ended, become a paid. Okay, so I think I'm in the trial. I'm not sure if that's 100% right. Like I see my dashboard,
Yeah.
but I see that it says join the Discord to start creating. Um, I do have access to the community showcase,
Hmm.
and yeah, I think all
Perfect.
that's left for me to do is just to purchase a plan.
So I'm glad that you're where you are because a lot of people are starting right there. So I'm gonna give you a great workflow that will make it
Mhm.
super easy. So let me go ahead and share my screen here.
Okay.
Uh, entire screen. Yes, sir. Okay. So it's weird when that happens.
It reminds me of Moon Knight, that one scene in Moon Knight. I don't know if you're watching the keeping up with the MCU stuff.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, when he's in the bathroom and all you see is like the different versions, the reflections of him. It's pretty cool.
Okay. So now, all right. Do you see my screen now? Uh,
Yes, I do.
so we're at the We Teach AI
That's
Designs, right?
amazing. Yeah.
That's why I have, okay, perfect. That's why I have like a second iPad so I can see what you see. Okay, perfect. So
Okay.
this is me on midjourney.com. I always keep two tabs open, two tab shorty right here. Um,
Mhm.
I sign into my Midjourney account, make sure I'm at the home page. And then with my second tab, that's when I open Discord up. And that's where I use the online version of Discord. So we're there. You know,
Okay.
that's the workflow right there. Just two tabs open. The first thing I do, and this is just my home page, this is all the designs that I've ever created in Midjourney. No matter
Mhm.
what you do, your designs, your concepts will be right here on your home page. So you can always kind of go back to it, refer to it, and be like, okay, what did I do back, last month, or just kind
Yeah.
of seeing your progression or whatever. So when
Was
I'm
that Mewtwo
designing,
and Frieza
yeah,
that you tagged?
it was definitely Mewtwo. I was messing with different Pokemon. I
Yeah.
was trying to come up with a realist. Okay, there we go. Mewtwo and Charizard.
That is wild. Look at that, man.
Charizard. How depth. Yeah, look at that. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
crazy.
And
I'm
I was
loving
messing.
this.
Yeah. I think it definitely has like a Frieza vibe, but yeah, I was
Yeah.
and then you got the female Mewtwo, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is
Yeah,
just
of
all
course.
things that you could look at that bottom right. It definitely gives it like that, that anime style, like cartoon style.
Mhm.
So yeah, so homepage, all of that good stuff. You can actually follow me at you can
Okay.
follow other artists at We Teach AI Designs. So you'll just put that
Okay.
up in the top right here in the search
Okay, I'm
search
gonna do
users
that
here.
now.
But where I always like to start when I'm starting brand new is I always go to the community feed right
Okay.
here. It's going to be on your home page. And this is where I go to get my inspiration. This is where I go to kind of see what other people are creating. If I see a
Mhm.
designer or somebody that's just like, creating some fire artwork like this right here, like, okay, man, how did they create that? This, let me go and click it because, okay, it's like, how did they create this? So I'm like, man, you know what? I gotta bookmark this, man. This image is super dope,
Mhm. Mhm.
So and then on your left hand side, you can always go to your bookmarks to reference the things that images you found dope. Or
Okay.
in your community feed, you can always just click and you can actually be like, you know what? Let me take a look at some of the other stuff that they've created
Mhm.
in the explore related and be like, you know what? This is a person I need to follow. Man, I need to follow their stuff and follow their journey. You could follow
Okay.
right here um, as well, and that will come up in your personal feed. Your personal feed is everybody you follow. Your bookmarks is going to be specific images that you want to go and find. So, but let's
Ah,
go back.
okay.
Go back to the community feed. You got three tabs: hot, new, top. So all three tabs are going to look super different.
Mhm.
So let's say, top right hand corner, this portrait of an, let's go ahead and click it. Portrait of an Asian old chief warrior, tribal panther makeup, blue, red side profile. You know what? This is super
Mhm.
dope, man. I want to create, I want to use their prompts and I want to kind of create my own thing. The first thing I would do is go to these three dots right here.
Okay.
And I have two options. I could copy full command or I could copy prompts. What full command means is you see how this is a vertical, has like a vertical layout,
Right.
versus like a square layout. The default is
Mhm.
square. So if I wanted to copy just everything about this, I could copy full command. And when I place it inside Discord to create, it's actually, even though I'm copying all of the description, all of these words, it's still going to spit out something entirely different.
Right.
So
Okay.
full prompt just means, hey, we're going to still create something different, but it's just going to be in our default square image. So that's the difference between copy full command and copy full prompt. So what I want to do is I
Mhm.
want to copy full command because I want a nice vertical image. I want a nice, portrait, image. And then I want
Mhm.
to go. All right, before I go to Discord, do you have any questions?
The only thing that I was wrestling with is it won't let me actually click on, like, I'm not able to search. I was trying to follow you as I go.
Mhm.
I might need to hold on. I need to sign in. Other than that, everything seems pretty simple. It's just not letting me actually click on anything.
So
It might
there
be
there
the
is
browser.
No, there is one thing I know for a fact with the free version,
Mhm.
you don't have access to the community feed.
Uh, okay.
The
Okay.
10
Because
the
that's
$10 version you do.
oh, okay, okay.
The
I do see
$10,
community
yeah,
showcase though.
community showcase. If you're able to
Yeah.
see the community showcase and you're able to see the three dots and copy the command and prompt, then you should be good there. But you may
Mhm.
just only be able to just see what other people are designing with the showcase.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, they won't let you actually copy the prompts. So,
Yeah. So yeah, in
okay.
their plan,
Okay.
it basically lists that, $10 and up plan. That's where you can
Mhm.
see the community showcase. But again, you could
Gotcha.
create some dope stuff or whatever, just where you are. So that's where I start. I
Mhm.
start with the prompt here,
Okay.
and then I go into Discord. And I know you said that you see a lot of you see the announcements, you might see the status, you might see
Mhm.
newbies and all
Mhm.
these different things. And that's cool. And it's great to get inspiration. But one thing I
Mhm.
learned is this is very confusing to navigate through. So
Yeah.
what I want to do is I want to go all the way to the top to direct messages. And what this does
Mhm.
is it allows you to just send messages to yourself. So that way you could kind of prompt yourself. So you go to direct messages to the left, and then you click mid journey bots. When you click mid
Okay.
journey bots, everything you see here, everything you see here is going to be what you designed and not what anybody else designed.
Okay. Sorry about the
So
scooter in the background.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Um, so I go to direct messages. Is that will that come up once I actually create something?
When Well, you'll be in Discord, and then you'll
Mhm.
go all the way to your top left hand corner to direct messages, and then you'll go to this Mid Journey bot.
Okay. Where is the Midjourney bot? Do, 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 do. Oh, there we go. Cool. Got it.
Perfect. So this is where we want to operate. This is where we want to this is where we want to get busy. The first things first is we want to make sure our settings is good.
Mhm.
There's four different version or four different versions of this, and sometimes it
Mhm.
may default to the third version. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hit settings. It's going to be forward slash settings, and then we want to press enter. There you'll see the options to um, customize your settings. They just came out with Nige mode,
Mhm.
um, and what Nige mode is uh, it allows people that want to create anime or anime style art to be able to create it better. Just be able to create it better than what MJ version 4 was. So that would be the
Okay.
first thing I would do. If you have like the regular the $10 version, I would keep it at base quality. I have like the unlimited, that's why I have it at high quality, twice the cost, which
Right.
basically means it uses my credits faster, it uses my GPU faster, and all that
Mhm.
stuff. So if you're kind of like on a budget doing the $10 thing, base quality will be perfect. It should default to style medium. I
Mhm.
would click regular upscale, and I would definitely keep remix mode on, and relax mode. Relax mode means you're basically not using so much GPU, so therefore the software is going to be a whole lot more forgiving in regards to using so many of your credits. So
Okay.
uh, cool. So do you have any questions from here? Were you able to access the
Uh,
settings?
no, I think I'm just trying to follow along here. I'm in the Midjourney bot uh DM, but I did forward slash settings, and I'm not seeing what you had pop up.
Did you press enter?
Yeah, I did enter. Am I hitting the wrong slash?
It the one with the question mark above it. Do you have a map?
Oh, there we go. Okay, I did that the first time. It didn't work. So we're here. Okay. Nejimo, yeah, I see everything that you're talking about.
Okay,
So we're
perfect,
good.
perfect, perfect.
I'm just following along as you go.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's so once we got those settings correct, then we want to go
Mhm.
ahead, hit the forward slash again, and every time that we're creating something, we're going to do it in the imagine prompt. After you've done it so many times, your cookies could kind of be aware of it, and it'll just pop up. So imagine prompt,
Mhm.
and from here, I'm not even gonna copy the prompt that I had because you don't have the uh, the paid version. So we're gonna just freestyle. We're gonna just freestyle
Okay.
what we want to do. So give me an idea of something that you might want to create.
Okay. Let's say a black man with locks, mystical meditation. I'm pretty sure I could have came up with some different keywords.
Mystical meditation. Well, let's rock with that.
Mm,
Let's see what that comes up with.
okay.
And we'll just go from there. So when it comes to creating that prompt, all we got to do is just type it in. We want to make sure our punctuation is good. Make sure we put
Mhm.
commas in between different aspects of it. Black men with dreadlocks, comma, mystical meditation. This AI is going to do kind of like exactly what we ask it to do. So
Mhm.
it's not going to think for itself like, okay, separate you know these two elements. So we kind of got to tell it to do it itself, otherwise it's going to blend those elements. So
Right. That makes sense.
yeah, so that's what I always say, like the AI art is not replacing anything, because it still takes someone with common sense to be able to use it. Yeah. uh,
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Okay.
So while that's loading is thinking, I want to kind of take you to what some of these settings mean, like remix mode, for instance. Let's say, you know
Mhm.
what, I really like this bottom right image right here of the young lady. Let's go. I really like this
Oh, those
image
are
right
cool.
here. I wonder what it would look like if it was blue. So
Mm. Mm.
from 1, 2, three, four, that's what U1 to U4 is. U1 to U4 means uh, upscale. So Midjourney is going to always give you four different images, no matter what. And then from there is where you're going to kind of like pick, okay, which one am I feeling the most? I'm feeling the bottom fourth one. So that's the one I want to upscale. So U4, and that's going to give me the image by itself. So
Mm-hmm.
that way it's going to give me the image by itself. So that way when I click open original, I have a big a upscale version of it that I could just right click, save the downloads, and be able to
Mm-hmm.
bring it in Lightroom, Photoshop, and do my thing with it. Um,
Mm, okay.
so the reason why you want to be able to keep that remix mode on is when you press U4. Oh wait, my bad. Variation. Okay, variation 1, 2, 3, 4 means, hey, you know what? This top left hand corner image is kind of too bright, but I like the vibe of it. Let me click
Mm-hmm.
V1 because it allows me to be able to modify and create a different vibe with it. So let's say it has all orange pastel colors. Let's say I want
Mm-hmm.
all blue pastel colors
Oh, wow.
taken by a Nikon camera. You know what? Let's say we want to take it with a Sony 6600.
And
So
there's the photography knowledge. Okay.
that's photography knowledge because you know what I'm saying. This is a shot that a photographer would basically take.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, right.
U1 to U4 means we want to upscale just one image, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to
Mm-hmm.
upscale whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. And what the variation means is, you know what? I'm feeling this, but I want to create a different version of it. I want to give it an opportunity to be able to give me something different, but I need it to look like this. Um,
Mm.
and then with on the right hand side, re-roll means, you know what? I'm not feeling none of these four. So I'm gonna re-roll it and I'm gonna get four new images. And this
Okay.
idea, this idea that the AI art gives you something perfect every time is completely false because it doesn't.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you are probably gonna find yourself re-rolling a lot just to fine tune and get the right thing. So
Yeah.
all right, so let's go to our black man with dreadlocks, mystical meditation, and this is what we got.
Mhm.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, Pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Came out with it. Which one are you feeling the most?
The one that my eyes are instantly going towards is the one at the bottom right corner. I feel like that's the same for you too, because you keep hovering over it.
It is, it
So,
is, it is.
mhm.
And I want you to get used to calling it 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way
Okay,
you
okay.
when you're upscaling and you're doing the variations, you know exactly, what to access. So from here, we're going to click upscale 4.
Mhm,
And it's going to create the image by itself, just like it did here. So
mhm.
that way it can we can take it to the next step and of our creation. So
That's pretty good for what, 2 prompts or two phrases?
two phrases,
Yeah.
black man with dreadlocks, mystical meditations. And I'm pretty sure you see all of these other prompts that I've added with
Yeah.
these other things.
Mhm,
um and that's like an advanced metric, but at the end of the day you could keep it very simple and it could be
mhm.
just as effective.
See, and this is what I'm enjoying about this. The creativity is not coming from the AI, the creativity is coming from your mind, because if you don't can't articulate the phrases, right? Almost to like exactly what you want to see. And it's like you said, then the AI is not going to think for you.
Right.
So you're still using your creativity as an individual, right? To
Mhm.
to create for this generator to crank out any kind of work. That's fascinating.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the dope thing about it, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes they say this being simple is even better because it's again you're
Mhm.
talking to think about you're talking to a robot. You're talking
Mhm.
to Google. You want to keep it as simple as possible. But let me go ahead and answer this question by Crafts by Chrissy. This is my first time displaying a question on this joint, so I feel very official.
I told you,
Crafts,
man, keynote speaker.
for sure. All right, Crowds by Chrissy. Which plan do you recommend, basic or standard, and why? What I would recommend is, you have to really identify what journey you are in regards to this AI art thing. Do you want to just try it out? Well, try out the free version, get an idea. You get 250 credits, try out the free version, see how you like it, get used to the workflow of Mid-Journey and Discord. Get used to the flow just to get your feet wet. Use all 250 credits. Again, this is with the free version. Now, when you take it to the point whereas, you know what, I want to take this a little bit serious. I want to let me get his head out of the way. I want to take it a little bit serious. I want to uh, start creating an Instagram. I want to start creating T-shirts. Then take it to the $10 plan. You get more credits. You're able to see the community showcase. If you're like convinced that you know what, I could see myself doing this in the next 6 months, then do the $30 plan because the value you get and $30 a month seems like a lot, but the value you get for uh, you know, as quick as being able to create these images for $30, like we should be paying $150 a month, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like how hard it is to do this. So I would definitely
Mhm.
say identify which journey you are on, get that free version first, and you'll know eventually, you know what I'm saying, whether or not you need to kind of progress up or whatever, you know what I'm saying, level up based off of what you want to do. So we got another question.
There you go.
If you wanted to use a specific face or whatever generated by the AI, how do you go about doing that, and how many images do you recommend when doing so? Okay, dope. So this is a popular question that a lot of people have in regards to like uploading their face or uploading their friend's face because of just the whole Lenza revolution out here in these streets. So I'm gonna show you how to go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and go about that. All right, perfect. So are you able to see my screen?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
I thought
So
you were still dealing with the question.
oh no, no, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of dealing with the question, but I'm gonna show you how to upload the image and just to kind of show you the variations of the top left hand corner. Like when we wrote variation one, you're gonna
Mhm,
see the very overexposed look, you know what I'm saying, of the variation. And then from there, if I want to upscale too, because I like that the better, then we could go
mhm,
ahead and do that. So, and then this is
mhm,
the upscale of the brother with the dreads. What I
mhm,
would do is open original here, and I'll right click, save image to wherever you want to save it to, and then
mhm,
from there, designing it, in Lightroom or if you want to up the clarity or just making or you want to upscale it a little bit more. That's where I'm saying you can do that as well because I noticed it's a little soft here, but you can always
mhm.
fix that inside Lightroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, as far as uploading an image, it's not gonna work like a Snapchat filter the way
Mhm,
these Lensa apps and stuff do. What it does is it provides you inspiration. So let me kind of go to a free stock site. Let me see. Let's go to pexels.com. Let's say I want to let's do a black woman portrait. Now the person said, how do I use, what I'm saying, their face, their image, their head to be able to create inside Midjourney. I just uploaded a couple images of using her face as a reference, and it came out super
Mhm.
dope. So let me go ahead and use someone different. I always try to find something that was not necessarily taken by no cell phone. That's a very high quality image. That's why I like to go to Pexels. So let's try to find someone in their facial features so that way I can kind of just use as inspiration. As you see, this is not necessarily a quick process. It's, you know what I'm saying, takes a little time. So let's say we
Mhm.
want to go ahead and use her face. It, you know, has nice exposure. Now, you may think that, okay, I'll just download this image and I'll just use that. You don't want to do that because I just want to use the features of her face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply screenshot just her face.
Right.
I'm going to screenshot just her face, and I'm going to go into Discord here. I'm going to click upload. And this is right here in the messages. You see the plus. I'm going to click
Mhm.
upload. And from there, I'm going to upload my image right there. And I'm going to press enter. And what I want from this image is I want the URL. So I'm going to click it, open original, and I'm going to use the URL. I'm going to copy that. Going to go back into Discord. I'm going to click my Imagine tool. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to hit a space bar. You know, this is all coding. Hit a space bar. And then I'm going
Mhm.
to put in my prompt of what I want it to look like. So let's say I wanted to create, let's say, Black female African warrior. And you know what? Even though we have a square image here, I want to make it more of a portrait. You know, I want to go ahead and
Mhm.
make it more of a portrait. So I'm gonna hit the dash dash AR space 2 semicolon 3. I'm gonna click enter.
Qu- Question.
Yeah.
So why the dash dash versus comma?
Okay. So, you know, we have to keep in mind that we're coding right now, you
Mhm.
know,
Okay.
HTML, see, we're coding right now. So there are certain things to whereas I could put comma portrait photo, but you know what? The software hasn't caught up yet. So we still need to have some type of concept um, of coding in it. And, you know, that's how, you know, just remembering dash dash AR space 2 semicolon 3 and
Mhm.
doing that same thing in this 3 semicolon 2, which would give you more of a horizontal image. Those concepts are things that we're just going to just have to know. We're
Mhm.
gonna have to just write down, take notes, and for people watching this, write it down, take notes. That this is
Mhm.
something you have to remember if you want to have non-square images and we want to have it horizontal or vertical.
Okay.
So while that's doing this thing, it's processing 31%. Let's go back to these questions here that we have. Uh, Forehead Mafia. Let's see. If you want a specific face, okay, so we're answering that now, Kamardi. If you want a specific face, um, Nige mode is the bomb. Nige mode is the bomb, especially when you're making specific anime concepts and stuff, manga, different things like that. The company that created Nige, they was like, hey, we want you guys to create using this. Let me give Midjourney a whole bunch of code so that way you guys could create this just that much more easier. We were able to do it before, but with the Nige mode, it just makes it that much more easier. So it is the bomb. All right, crafts by Chrissy. I do sublimination and already love Photoshop. I just purchased the $10. I am not the pro at prompts. I blew through my 25 credits already this morning. So that might signify that you are ready for the $30 version. And I guarantee I'm just like you. I started with the free version, moved up to the $10 version, and the same night I bought the $30 version because I knew I was going to create a lot of different art. Uh,
Mm.
I see the value in this technology. If you see the value in this technology and you can see where it could go, how you could turn it into business, and you could take it to all these different things, then invest in it. How much, like for you, Michael, like how much does it take to commission, or what's the range of how much it takes to commission a digital artist to come up with an idea?
Ask that. Hold on, I don't understand. Say that one more
Oh,
time.
she said, I see the value in this technology, and I'm just trying to compare that to, hiring a digital artist like yourself to come up with an
Oh,
idea
okay.
for, what I'm saying, me based off of
Right.
based off what I said. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so thank you. I just wanted to make sure I got it right. Okay, so let's say that you said you're ready for the $30 version, right? So for $30, you're creating your own content, you're creating your own work. Let's say you have a clothing line, right? $30, you're cranking out these images, right? Versus hiring someone. Well, when I used to do this, right, for myself, you would end up paying maybe five, but we'll say like 350, and it's really contingent on what it is that you're looking for, how much time that goes into it, the quality that goes into it. So your price range is gonna is the price margin is just, the gap is just huge, right? As opposed to just doing this for $30 a month, you would be shelling out close to a grand per project if you went the route of hiring a designer. Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me, definitely.
Mhm.
So
I
yeah,
hope
I
I hope
mean,
that makes sense.
no, it's crazy because I've commissioned art before, and
Mhm.
I commissioned art before, and it took weeks, at least a
Yeah,
month to go from commissioning it to completion. So
right.
to be able to do this in a matter of minutes is incredible.
Mhm.
So
It's
let's go
absolutely fascinating.
absolutely. So let's go back to our reference image here, and let's look at our. Let's go open you up, our reference face rather, and let's look at
Oh, that's
the concepts
crazy.
that we got. So bam, 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 bam. And our prompt was Black female African warrior. Very simple,
Very simple. Mm.
very simple. And we were able to come up with some dope stuff. You see the high cheekbones in almost
Mhm.
every, image, the brown hair, the eyebrows. So to be able to get, and again, it looks like it doesn't look exactly like the person, but it definitely looks very influenced by it. I think bottom right, and then this one right here looks, but I might like how this one is way more stylized. So
Yeah.
yeah. So what I would do, and let's say, you know what, I'm not satisfied with any of these. So I'm gonna re-roll it once more, two times more, three times more, depending on which plane you have. And it's gonna give me four different images. Or I might be like, you know what, I could rock with, the first one. So I'm gonna go ahead upscale that one, or give me a variation of the first one. And then we'll Black female African warrior, and we'll say let's say we want to add a little bit of detail, photo realistic, hyper hyper detail. And when you have the full version or the $10 version, and you see what other people are putting in their prompts, that's when hyper detail, photorealistic, 8K, and you just seeing what other people are using. Let's go to this. Let's say we want to, you see what other people are using. Portrait, 50 millimeter, hard rim lighting. You get an idea of what they're using. And then that's when you yourself be like, you know what, let me put some of these elements into
Mhm.
into what we're creating here, and you're 100% remixing what you see here to create what you want. Um, Black woman, a portrait of black woman warrior chief, tribal panther, side profile. I don't want no side profile. Looking away, no serious eyes. Let's 50 millimeters, cool. Blue on red. How about we do gold and blue, gold and blue. Hard rim lighting. Okay, perfect. Everything is kind of spaced out. You know, we're tweaking it, we're fine tuning it. Bam, submit. Or if we want to go ahead and just make sure that we're, really uh, paying attention to the text and stuff that we're using. Create an
Mhm.
online notes app or a create a have a notes tab, and then you're able to be like, okay, bam, let me fine tune my words, you know, and then let me go ahead and copy that inside the mid journey and be able to do it just in case, I'm saying, like, these words are just too small, keep that online notepad open so that way you could just, it's easier for you to see it, and is you could just copy and paste. So yeah.
That's actually really smart. That's a nice workflow.
Yeah, keeping it online, man. Keeping it online
Yeah.
is definitely the way to go. How do we follow you on Discord? So all you have to do is put in "We Teach AI Designs" on Discord, and you should be able to find me. So let's go ahead and see what we're looking like here. We created our variation, and we created this. So okay, so it seems like it's creating this variation right here. Um, let's take our image that we had here, and let's bring it into Lightroom just to kind of show you like what I would do to really maximize this. Okay, let me take that down.
This is a it's a lot to
Yeah,
take in. It's
yeah,
not a let me say this, it's not a lot of work, it's just the possibilities. Like, you're moving from one platform to a completely different platform that can potentially alter the work. Like, yeah, it's this is there's a lot of value in this technology.
yeah. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, man, people will not go the lengths that we're going with this.
Mhm.
We're moving from one platform to another. Let me save image as. I think I saved it to my desktop. That's why I couldn't find it. People won't go there, and I'm pretty sure you already know, or maybe you didn't really need to. Look at this, 1.3 megabytes, right? So we know that that's pretty small.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and add a photo. All right, perfect. So what we want to do is just immediately, just out the gate, right click, enhance, take a second to think, and it's basically going to give you a super resolution, double image resolution, ideal for large displays and prints. So it's telling you
Mhm.
right there, hey, this is ideal for large displays and prints. It's going to make it 300 DPI, which is the standard for print, and we're going to enhance it. And bam, one click shorty right there. And
Easy.
then from
Easy.
there, those yellows is I want those blues to be a little bit more prevalent than the yellow back there. I want to, it seems like a very soft image here, so I want to kind of crank out that clarity because I want to make
Mhm.
sure bring some of those textures in the hair in, not too much. That seems, crazy.
Mhm.
Um, if the shadows I'm loving, but let's say I did want to boost the shadows, and I could do that. But I'm digging the
Yeah.
shadows, so we're gonna rock with that because it's more like a vignette look. Um, and then from there, you're just you're being legit creative with it, and you're making it
Absolutely.
your own. So just the purples up, and you're going from here to here, here to here, here.
That's yeah. And
You're
how long did that take you? Like 10 minutes? Not even.
not
Like
even
the entire process, not even 10 minutes.
not even 10 minutes. And when you learn the workflow, when you get your workflow going,
Mhm.
when you get your workflow going, it's going to take you even less time to be able to do what you need to do with it, because it's like, hey, I understand my workflow. I know exactly what I want, what I want to create, how to do it, and
Mhm.
bam, I'm there.
And that goes back to the question that you were asking about the difference between this technology and actually hiring a digital artist. Like, just there's not a lot of there doesn't need to be a whole lot of back and forth. You've just saved yourself a whole month's work of edits, you know, and revisions and pricing for revisions. Like, I'm trying
Yeah,
to contain myself how
all of
exciting
that.
this is. All
It's
of it.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because yeah, the possibilities are endless. And the crazy thing about it is the software is not even as good as it can get.
Right. It's
It
still
can
early.
get. It's still early. It's the fourth version.
Mhm.
One thing I've noticed is they create the best images, the best content I'm seeing. And let's go to the feed here.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, looks like I got to share it. All right. So the best content I see is more so portraits of things, kind of shots of
Right.
things. But when we get to creating entire scenes
Mhm.
where you could see the whole scene is the image, and then you're just a part of it. That means you
Mhm.
could get into storytelling, and once you get
Yeah.
into storytelling, it's over from there. And you
Mhm.
could tell a story with a bunch of different images, but
Yeah.
when you are able to kind of really get in there and be able to tell your stories, then that's when I think you know this stuff is going to be unstoppable.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm looking at movie posters. I'm looking at book covers, I'm looking at concept art and video game covers. Like, I see all sorts of things
Hmm.
looking at this. Like the Bashenga piece that you did. That's so
Yeah,
cool, right?
yeah,
Disney, if that's I don't think that's a real thing, but if they ever decide it, they can come and look to you for the artwork that you created. You see what I'm saying? Like, that opens so many doors.
yeah. The inspiration, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me kind of give you just an idea of like what the Nige is,
Mhm,
what the
mhm,
differences is. Um, I could put in Black Panther. I put in, I guess my prompts is Black Panther, Sith Lord, 8K, Greatest Detail, HDR.
mhm.
Pretty decent stuff or whatever. I think I like the bottom left hand corner on some Killmonger type vibes. This is dope. Um, but then when we get here, I just did the same thing, simple prompt, Black
Mhm.
Panther in anime art style. So you see the difference
Yeah, wow.
in just the art style. Bam, you got the anime art style, and then you have like the photorealistic, hyper realistic,
Yeah, yeah,
detail
yeah.
and style. So to be able to have one thing and it be in two different, styles, I think is just it's just
Mhm.
fantastic. Just a fantastic thing. So
That's
um
amazing.
but yeah, man, this is our final image here. You export this. Now you can open it into, you know, Shopify, Amazon store, whatever
Mhm.
you got, and you could really now you can sell this as a t-shirt. And not only that, you can bring in Photoshop and you can add text. You
Yeah.
can always add text. You could,
Mhm.
you could do so much more to it, and just use your other skill sets to be able to really rock it out into a dope piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. So man, so you think you think you good? You think you got a
Oh,
good
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Leon, listen, you
yeah,
you just opened up. I got to talk to my wife. Like, so is would it be okay if I go ahead and get this this paid
right.
version
That's good. That's good.
today? Because a lot of the ideas that I have and a lot of the concepts that I'm creating, I'm just in terms of my work, like I'm doing a series right now, for example, based on the zodiac, right? So when you go to my Twitch stream, you'll see that I'm working on zodiac pieces and it's done in my style. So this opens up the door for me to create and build on this series and on a whole, it's a whole thing now. So
Yeah.
I'm really ready. And speaking about it for everybody that's listening, if you have a clothing line, Leon has been saying this, you definitely want to utilize this technology. I do Reiki, right? And during one of the sessions, this guy has a clothing line. And I told him, I said, one of the things that came through for me to tell him was you need to look into AI art if you have a clothing line because no design is going to look the same. You know what I mean? So there's a whole level of authenticity here, and you don't have to worry about competition. And it's what you just said. You can take that design, go into another platform, create text, and now you have a completely different clothing line from anybody else that's not duplicatable at all. You know. Now, of
Right.
course, there are people out there that could find a way. However, let's just pretend, right, that they can't duplicate it. So now the possibilities are endless, and now you're looking, you can see that this is going to create so many opportunities for communities and jobs, and now you take bringing money into the community. You see how this is like creating a domino effect from just five
Yeah.
minutes of putting in a couple of keywords.
Right. And
So
what's so cool about what you said in terms of just creativity and taking what someone else is doing? Well, the making everything streamlined, you could use the same
mhm,
exact prompts and we could get two totally different things. So I always tell people, copy my prompts, copy it, use it to
mhm,
get 50 to 75% of what you want. And then obviously you're gonna want to make it unique to you. But even if you copied it verbatim, the AI art is still gonna spit something different. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's still gonna spit
absolutely.
something different. So definitely do that, versus like an
Mhm,
artist that's drawing something, they're gonna draw, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole
yeah,
lot more, personable. So yeah, just do
mhm,
your thing.
yeah,
But brother, man, I
uh,
appreciate this time, man, that you took to jump on, help me with this StreamYard thing.
absolutely,
This is my first time. I see the comments on the right hand side. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. I didn't know if people
yeah.
even was gonna tune in at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'll keep plugging you on. I actually turned that guy on to your channel, and he
okay.
Instagram. He was like, "Yo, this is crazy." I was like, "Yeah, listen to We Teach AI and
Uh-huh.
go from there." Right. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna I'm gonna keep plugging you on, man, because this is what you're doing. I'm enjoying what you're doing. It's great. It's a great platform, great for creatives like me who are looking to expand. So
for sure, for
wonderful.
sure, for sure,
I
for sure.
appreciate you. Thank you. I'm very grateful.
So I love this. Try using the prompt fashion lookbook or menswear catalog and accessories. You'll love it. That's a great idea.
Oh man, we going
Um,
into fashion now.
the possibilities of AR. Just in a few days, I discovered how to generate a graphic novel storyboard. Like I'm not a lot of times people think because I have a YouTube that I'm some type of authority in this space,
Mhm,
but the fact
mhm.
that I'm learning from people that of stuff you could do that I haven't even conceptualized. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's fire. Just this idea of using a fashion lookbook to create like your prompts, like the suit style
Mhm,
and
mhm.
that's genius right there.
Is
So
it?
that's genius. Yeah.
I have
But
to.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to drink some water or something after this because I'm gonna have to sit down and just
take a walk,
relax.
meditate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to take a
like
walk. It's a lot, Leon. This is big. This is really
yeah.
big. you know. And then of course
For
you got the
sure.
NFT space. Like, come on.
Don't
Like,
even talk to me about the NFT space,
nah,
man.
nah.
It's
I'm not.
original, creative art
Mhm,
that you
mhm.
can't find anywhere else. And a lot of times with the art spaces, we think that it's saturated because we're artists. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, there's people that have
Mhm.
never heard of AI generative art. There's people that have never heard of Midjourney. All they see is art, and they want
Yeah,
to invest in that. That's it. Like
that's
so,
it.
understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, brother, I
Well, thank
appreciate
you.
your time. Appreciate it. It's good, man. We definitely gotta do this again. And yeah,
Absolutely.
man, I would definitely want to stay in touch with your journey and definitely ask me any questions if you have them, man. We got each other on Facebook.
Okay.
Ask me on YouTube though. Ask me on YouTube. I got to run
Yeah, I got
those.
you. I got you.
Those
I
clicks
got
up.
you.
You know what I mean?
I got
So, yeah,
I got you.
yeah, it's all good, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate your time and all that good stuff. And until next time, brother.
All right then. Take it easy. Be
All right,
blessed,
man.
bro.
Peace.
Peace.